Mm. Get this hot air, not hot air hose out of the way. All right. On the bench now, I have a 11-inch MacBook Air with liquid damage, not turning on. Figure out what's going to be. Running out of room here. I need a bigger space. You know what? I'll put the multimeter over here. See that? Yeah, that'll work. Put the DMM there so if I measure power rails, I can see what I'm doing. Alright, we have, yep, what's the note? Little 11-inch MacBook Air. Liquid damage, so we'll take the bottom screws off first. Kind of look around since it's liquid damaged. Don't want to power it on just yet because if it's full of water or any other liquid, I want to short more power rails. Usually if it's a no power situation, I'll go ahead and hook it up to the power supply and try to turn it on and see how much current it's drawing. But in this case, since it's liquid damaged, I'll go ahead and take the bottom off and see what we got, what the situation is. If there's a bunch of water in it or something. I don't really see. Okay. Might have been minor liquid damage. Don't see anything too crazy. Yeah. Got like a rusty screw thing over here. Let's I'm gonna look at the repair ticket and see what year this is. One repair shopper. What are you doing? No, I don't want to go to there. I want to go to this repair ticket. Brrr, 2013. It's a 2013. Okay. All right. We'll take the customer's SSD out just to be safe. Or the owners, I should say, whoever, whatever. Set that to the side. This is probably a MagSafe 2. Go ahead and power it on. These take 16.5 volts or 18? 14. Probably okay if I did 15 volts. Alright, so we are drawing 15 milliamps, 20 milliamps. So, oh, okay, so it's the quarter fan spinning? Nope. It's jumping, it's going from, there's my MagSafe light, just showed up. So it's going from 16 to 20 milliamps up to 189. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take it apart a little bit and see. Well, we should measure some power rails first, eh? Let's measure some power rails first. See some liquid damage over by the DC in connector. What logic board is this? 3435. Why do you... Come on, what you doing? This is frustrating. I need to build a desktop to do this. I can have a mouse again. Mm-hmm. 11-inch MacBook Air, 2013. Whoa. Alright, get our board view and our schematic up here. Where's my PDF? It's annoying. I wish I could figure out how to get this to open on my big monitor instead of opening on my screen on my computer, because that's where OBS is. I figure all that stuff out. Alright, and I'm pretty sure PP3V42 is right here. Yep. I've worked on these boards before, so we're jumping up and down, so that means there's probably a short on a power rail. And not authorized to fix this just yet, so we're gonna do some preliminary checking here. Over here. Hey, let's turn the multimeter on, that might help. Yep. We got our PP3V42. See if we got PB bus. Got PB bus on both sides of our cap. So that's good. So we got our PB bus G3 hot. Check some other power rails here. PPV bat. PPDC in. We don't need to check that because we already know that's working. Alright, let's do a search for PP5. PP5ES5. Oops. PP5ES5 is... Let me check it on the other side of the board, or do we got to take the board out of the computer? Ah. Alright. We got to take the logic board out to get to PP5ES5, which is fine, because we know it's power cycling, so we'll go ahead and pull the board out and take a look around on the other side. take a look at our DCN board, because I see a liquid damage indicator tripped over here. Did I mention? Oh, let's unplug the battery. Ding dong. Let's try it again with the battery unhooked. That didn't even follow my own rules. We'll plug the flex cable back in. Could be the battery. No. Still jumping to 200 milliamps. Going from 20 to 200. It'll try to power on and then it'll turn back off. So we'll go ahead and pull the logic board out. Come on, LCD. Yeah, this liquid damage indicator is not tripped over here. Can kind of see some gray stuff, so alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this board out and just have a look around, and then we'll see if we can't figure out what's wrong, and then I'll message my customer and let them know what it's going to cost to fix, and if they decide to go ahead, we'll go ahead and do a video of me repairing it. So this will be kind of a part one. Oop, leave that one done. This will be a part one diagnostic. We do offer free diagnostics of computers that are not powering on, or broken screen, or no LCD, like no image, no backlight. We do free estimates, so all this stuff you see me doing, we do for free. I tear your computer apart. Which is fun. And gently pry up on the speaker connector. I don't really want to break it, but if I do, I can replace it. I've got tons of those. Come on. Are you stuck? Ugh. Jeez, that was a pain. Obviously, this computer's probably never been taken apart before, which is good. I like these Airs. They're so easy to take apart. I'm going to pull the battery out so I can get the the DCN connector off. It's kind of a tight squeeze over there. Should have my box out here. Tearing this thing apart. Have to go get it. Oh, I see some liquid right here under the battery. Probably good to pull the battery out anyway to check out under what we got going on. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Never mind. It's plastic. That's not liquid. Yeah, so even if this thing was liquid damage, it looks very minimal, so I give this a solid chance of being repaired. That is, if I don't do anything silly and like rip something off the board. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot these are sneaky. They've got a logic board screw. They've got a logic board screw under the Wi-Fi card, so be careful if you're taking these apart. I'll show you, because right here under the Wi-Fi card there's a logic board screw. Right under there, and if you're not careful, you could tear the board up and kill this computer. But right here, focus, come on, camera. Come on, camera. There you go, right there in the corner. There's a screw underneath that Wi-Fi card right here. Right there. So if you go prying up on the board, you're going to crack it and kill the board. So Always when I'm taking a board out, I'll gently lift up on it, and if it's got any resistance, I won't pull any further. Like this. Oh, see, if you're not careful, you could rip this cable out. This back or LCD or keyboard backlight. So you gotta gently pull up. If you got any resistance, you stop pulling and figure out what's still attached. I'll work on a ton of these airs, so let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna block V for a minute. I'm gonna have a look on the board. See some dark probe points. We have 3v42. It's jumping up and down, which tells me there's probably a little bit of corrosion on the back side of the board. On a power rail. I see food particles. Not uncommon to find food particles in these computers. People tend to eat and use their computer a lot, so. Oh, there's a little bit of corrosion there. A little something there. Oh, this is an Apple refurb board, I think. It's got one of those white stickers, CG3E21, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's probably an Apple refurb. So we have some nasty probe points. Could this board just need an ultrasonic cleaning? Yep, there's a nasty probe point right next to our SPI ROM. There's a few of them. Could be just corrosion is what's keeping this computer down. A broken trace, maybe? Yeah. Could be a broken trace next to a test point. Next to our BIOS. Yep. We've got a pretty rusted test point here. It might be gone. Gosh, I wish I need to get a new computer so I can hook up. Yep. Yeah, we've got a trackpad, or I mean a trackpad. You dork. We've got a test point, like a connection point, next to our SPI ROM that's gone. It got liquid on it, and the trace on either side is there, but the test pad is corroded away. So we'll have to reconnect that, which is not a problem. We'll see what that goes to. Yeah. Yep, she's gone. That test point is rotted away. It's corroded away. So this board will need some repair, a little repair. Probably can get it running though. No problem. So we'll just make a little mental note of that. Yeah, that's gone. So that connection's broken for sure. Yeah. Let's see, what is that for? What line is that on? So that's our U6100. No. Is that U6100? It is. So there's that. Oh yeah. Haha. That line is for, it looks like PCH high side input output power enable. So yeah, our PCH is not getting its power enable signal, or yeah, I think it's PCH underscore HSIO underscore power underscore enable. So I think it's maybe high side input output power enable. That's just a guess on my part. But yeah, we definitely need that fixed. I think that's that'll keep this from turning all the way on. So we'll make a note of that and we'll move on. Ooh, some dirty stuff over here. So just over time, moisture getting into this computer and stuff. So I don't think it had a spill per se, because I don't see any gross giant liquid spill spots in the case. I mean, I see like a little, no, yeah, don't see anything, any huge liquid spills. So it wasn't like a recent cup of water or coffee or wine. Those are like the three major offenders. But all around our SPI ROM, there's a few test points that are green. Green is no good on there, on here. But that broken test pad, or that broken trace is definitely definitely gonna hinder us turning all the way on. Yeah, that test pad is gone. So we'll fix that. What else do we got? Just a lot of green corroded or green test points everywhere. So we'll address all those with the ultrasonic. It's pretty strong cleaner, so it'll get all that green stuff off. I'd like to find some kind of cleaner that I can just take a brush and just brush it on there and get that off. Our backlight circuit, our backlight looks okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's probably fixable. I'd say it's about got a 95% chance of being fixed. Just that area around the SPI ROM got the brunt of it. And that's the back of the computer too. That's the bad thing is with this design, the board sits like this, and this is the back. This is the back of the computer on this edge. So the board sits in the case like this, but upside down, like that. So this is the back of the computer, and right here is the BIOS chip, aka the SPI ROM, and that area has green probe points around it, and it's got the trace that's broken. So it's got a broken trace right here. I can't see it exactly because I'm on a microscope. Anyway, yeah, over here next to this, there's a broken trace, and there's a few corroded probe points, so this will definitely need some work. So yeah, other than that, yeah, there's some other areas that look like they need cleaned up too. I see some gray end caps on things. We may have to replace a couple other components, and then we've got more green probe points. Green is corrosion. It's like electrolysis. When electricity meets air and a liquid, it reacts with the copper and the air and starts corroding it. Or not the copper, I don't know what the coating is on top of the probe points. There's copper, the probe point underneath is copper, under all these traces and everything. The traces and the probe points themselves is copper, and then on top of them they have something else. I don't think it's gold, because I don't think gold can corrode, but this stuff, I don't know what it is. It's like a golden color. I'll have to look it up. But all these probe points are usually a nice golden color, but most of these are brown, or and brown and red is kind of bad, and then green is worse, because green is, whenever you see the green probe points, that's where all the copper and everything has been eaten away. And so we'll have to address all these corroded spots and clean all that up, replace components that have some dark end caps, because that's oxidation happening. And yeah, it's just a bunch of general nastiness. I don't see anything else that stands out. I mean, there's a lot of dirty probe points. We'll definitely have to make sure we give this a really good cleaning. And then we'll put some solder mask over the trace repair, and so it doesn't corrode in the future. Yeah, okay. Well, other than that, this board looks pretty good. PB342, that circuit looks fine. Yeah. So it's trying to boot, but it can't because that line is busted. So it's trying to initialize, but so it's probably trying to get to an SO state, but it can't because that line is busted. So all right, well, this will be it for part 1 for the 2013 11-inch MacBook Air. What slot is that in? Because I'm gonna get the box, put all the screws away. Slot 6. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna go. I'll let the client know that it can be repaired. I'll give them the price, and if they approve it, then I will do another quick video of me repairing the board, doing some testing. So this is, like I said, this is part 1 of probably 2 of the 11-inch 2013 MacBook Air. Thanks for watching.